What's up, guys? John Howell here. I hope you're doing well. It's let me turn this thing off here. It's early in the morning and I'm trading. That's why I'm whispering in the microphone. Because all my kids are asleep right now. So I'm just looking at the markets right now. Wow, the markets are up a lot. That's cool, isn't it? So I've just looking at the markets today and seeing the markets up. One thing you got to think about too, guys, is as these markets are up, there's so many other things that's behind the scenes that can have effect on this market long term. And I don't believe long term we're likely to hit that 20,000 mark on that Dow. I just don't. So fuzzy, that's just my opinion. Again, that is my opinion. I could be wrong. Also, guys, I want you to think about and I want you to look at. Yesterday I was talking about the stochastics and the overall flow of the market and so on and so forth. If you have a look at like all the indexes, the obviously the Dow Jones, the Russell's actually, I think Russell's at almost new time. Russell's almost at all new time highs. Russell's at Russell's almost at all time new highs. It's just like, I think it actually almost got, the S&P should I say, S&P almost got to all-time new highs. So did not the Russell, and the Nasdaq. Nasdaq right now 4,950. Still got about half an hour market open as I speak. And I wish I could flip this thing around. I can't. But guys, in the all scheme of these things and stuff like that, I'm just looking at the bigger pictures as well too, and what's going on with the overall big picture and what's going on here. I still, the Nasdaq to me overall still looks really weak, guys. Like the bigger picture here. So for me, guys, what I'm doing and what I'm looking at is, it's like you've got this big spike up today, like 1.5% and 1% and so on and so forth. Again, that's where I am right now, about half an hour to market close. But the interesting thing is, guys, the market spiking where it is right now. But if you look at the Nasdaq and you look at the Russell, again, those long-term weekly charts, the Nasdaq and also the Russell, those long-term weekly charts still, I just don't see any bullishness out of them. Now, again, I'm looking at the major trends here. I'm just looking at the major trends here. And the S&P 500, up it goes, and this was unexpected. I didn't expect to see this move today. I actually thought the market would roll over, but maybe, yeah, I got to be honest, I just didn't expect to see this. But that's what I was saying in yesterday's video, right? That the indicators and was telling me that we should get a move down, or maybe we're going to get a move down. But if they give out a good jobs, then the market's going to go up. Obviously, they had a good jobs number. I haven't checked the jobs number. I don't have to check the jobs number to say it's a good jobs number. And looking at that, and then looking at the Dow Jones 30 as well too. It's really interesting, guys. Like I did a video last week at the start of the week saying the weekly chart actually looks bullish. And the really interesting thing is that the weekly chart has actually ruled out of all this. So last week, Monday, I said weekly chart's bullish. The smaller time frame charts look like we may have been getting a turning point in the mix of all that. That was yesterday's analysis, saying that stochastics where they are, support resistance, yada 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 yada, and basically that didn't happen. It didn't roll over. We still got a bit of a push to the high side. But here's the key thing I'm looking for. It's Saturday morning right now. I'm going to finish my trading up, close down my computer, and go spend the week with my kids. Here's the thing that I'm looking out for with my own trading. I just did a few trades as well too. By the way, look at silver. Silver's up 2% again today. That's nuts, isn't it? Silver's just going to go crazy this year. So, regardless of what happens with this market, guys, I'm a trader. I'm getting in, I'm getting out, and so on and so forth. But the one thing I'm looking for is, are we going to have follow through next week? Are we going to continue breaking up next week? That's going to be the key for me. I haven't got into any more positions, but if we do fail here, especially with the QQQ, let me go back to the Q. I'm just looking at the charts here. especially with the QQQ. If we fail here and we start to break below that 105 level, we're at 110 right now. That's the key for me to start buying some more put options on that thing. So I'll be looking to buy some more put options on that. The VIX has dropped all the way back down to 13. I'm okay with that. It sucks, I know, but I will. You know, I've got you know, long-term options on that one. So I believe over the next few months, guys, we're going to see things like the Dutch bank. I know I'm getting that wrong, guys, but the bank overseas, it's Deutsche. That's it, Deutsche Bank. The Deutsche Bank, right, guys, is just continue going down. You watch. Once that gets into the single digits, all hell's going to break loose. Because it was once at like, I don't know, like I think it was 120 or something, and then suddenly it's like 13 right now. You watch, guys. If this continues to sells off and gets into the single digits, all hell's going to break loose. So it really is. And if gold keeps going up, all hell's going to break loose. So there is, and obviously look at the bond market. What's happening with the bond market, guys? I know that I'm putting my balls on the line by what I'm saying right now, but what I'm seeing on the Dow Jones and the S&P just doesn't make sense to me. And yes, they can keep pushing this up and keep pushing it up, but I believe a day of reckoning will come. And Carl Icahn said that. Carl said, you know, what's happening right now, I believe a day of reckoning will come. You're looking at the bond market. The bond market saying we're likely to get a big sell-off. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like, and it feels like a big day of reckoning is about to come, and we're likely to start getting some big selling moves soon. I could be wrong, and this thing could just keep going up. But that's just what it feels like to me. It feels like something's behind the scenes. So, anyway, that's my little market update. Silver is just going up like 2% today. Most markets are up 1%. The Nasdaq's up 1.5%. As I'm doing this right now, again, we've still got 20 minutes before market closes. And the thing that's on my mind, guys, and the things that I'm looking at right now is, do we get some follow through next week? Well, that's the key for me. If we don't, then this is the top and we're going to start rolling over from here. It's just really interesting to see what's actually going on here right now, guys, and what's happening. You know, and I think this market, when it's been pushed around and stuff like that, yeah, you've just got to trade. You know, you've got to make sure you have your trading cap on. This market right now, especially if you're trading directional, is not for the faint-hearted. It really isn't. You've got to have your tight stops. You've got to get in, and if you've got long-term positions like I have, obviously my QQQ positions and my SPY positions are down, but my long-term, that's been just hammered with all the profit that I'm making from silver. So I'm way up on my long-term positions. So. But all my short-term positions, I'm very vigilant. I'm getting out early and so on and so forth. I'm a trader. I actually got out a few trades this morning. You know, so again, it's sort of keeping those losses small, keeping the wins big, and being a trader. If you know, and the thing is, guys, is, you know, for me, and for me, you've got to be really diligent with your trading. But that's the reason why, guys, I like to teach with my private clients that most of them trade like a non-directional trading strategy. And that's what I do with my coaching, is I get them to trade that. So whether the market goes up or down, they're good to go. So that's basically what I teach. That's basically what I get my clients to do. You know, if you're interested in that, then make sure you're on my email list. I'm going to be sending some emails out about that strategy, but also about my coaching program soon as well too. And so, but anyway, that may or may not happen, as in like me opening up my coaching program. I'm thinking of opening up a few more spots. But guys, looking at the market right now, we are definitely screaming to the high side. Things look like they're you know, they're overall moving up. And for me, guys, overall, for me, I just don't see. I really don't see how. Yeah, this move up, guys. This move up right now. Again, the VIX is back down to 1337, where I am right now, almost back down towards its lows. I think is another buy opportunity, by the way. So I'll be buying some more VIX. And yeah. So anyway, I guess the point of me is just sharing you with my thoughts today, guys. Obviously, the market's gone up. I wasn't expecting that, but it didn't. It just broke out. Good number. Do we hold here and do we follow through? That's going to be the key for me, guys. Do we hold here and do we follow through? And that'd be really, really interesting to see. So, guys, you've got to be diligent. You've got to be smart with your trading these days. You know, it's like I have my opinions, but the way that I trade sometimes is completely different than my opinion. You know, like I look at the charts, like, you know, that looks bearish. You know, and as you can see, right, I said once we break certain levels, then I'm going to go in and buy some more put options. That hasn't happened, so I didn't buy put options. I didn't just jump and say, this is the top, it's going to go down. Right, so I'm happy I didn't do that. I'm happy I listened to my gut yesterday and saying, don't buy any more put options yet. Wait for that confirmation, and I'm still waiting for that confirmation. So trading is sometimes listening to that gut as well too, but being patient. And you know, if you're wrong, get your losses short, move on, and keep going on from there. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a good weekend. This market has had a big gap up. Everything looks like it's going up, including silver. Something's not right in the background, guys, and I wouldn't be too focused on this up move here. So, but anyway, who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows what's going to happen? But I tell you right now, guys. I tell you right now that you've got to be so smart with your trading. You've got to be so focused with your trading. And that's what I am. And I'm so happy that I'm very, very quick to get out when I know that I'm wrong. And I'm staying to those positions that I'm holding off a profit, because that's been the biggest thing for me with my success this year. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.